Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is the Rockstar Coach. If you are new to me, I am an intuitive life coach, also a certified energy healer, aura reader, and Akashic Records practitioner. So thank you so much for showing up here today. I am here with your career and finances reading. And you may be wondering, if you have been here before, why your cards are already on my table. Well, the reason is because I had some technical difficulties. Something did not want this message to get to you. So I applaud you for finding this. And I am sure that there is something very powerful here because whenever there is an energy trying to thwart the message, it always means that there's something very powerful that is in the message. So, welcome. Before I get into your reading, I wanted to let you know about one thing that I offer for female entrepreneurs. I offer what's called the Wisdom Circle, and it is a monthly program. So if you are a female entrepreneur, just get some more information on my website, www.rockstarcoach.org. Or if you just want to comment wisdom in the comments beneath the video, I will make sure you get the link. All right, let's get started. Today I'm using the Soul's Journey lesson cards, the Energy Oracle cards, and always end my readings with the Power of Surrender. I also have a money candle lit for you. So as you can see, the cards are already here. So let me just get into your reading. The first card that came out is a very powerful card. It is Woman Holding a Coin. And this is all about feminine energy. So it doesn't matter if you are male or female. What matters is that we all have feminine and masculine energy in us. And what feminine energy is about is the being versus the doing. Okay? Some people kind of lean into resting, waiting, listening. And yes, there are elements of this. But what this card specifically is telling me for you is the abundance, the money, the success, it's all coming in through your feminine energy. So right now for you is a time to really go inside, to tune into your intuition, to those messages that are trying to get through in different ways. So maybe it's synchronicities that you're seeing. A lot of times in our career or when it comes to money, especially when there's fear around money, or if you have any energy of lack or scarcity, we can tend to naturally, in our humanness, want to push through, want to do, right? Because we are thinking, well, I need the money, so I need to hustle. I need to find a side gig. I need to get a different job, or I need to get a second job. If there is worry or concern around a job or a position or a business, perhaps, it is natural for us to go into solutions finding where, we're spending late hours at the office, we're stressing out over things that are not coming together. And what we're not doing is giving ourselves any time to breathe, any time for space, for guidance, for meditation. I recently saw something that said something to the effect of spend 20 minutes in nature a day. And if you're busy, spend an hour. Because what happens and what this means is, meditation, it's prayer, it's getting out into nature, it's being open, it's allowing your mind to clear, as difficult as that may be, allowing your mind to clear from all the clutter. So it's a time where all of the worry, doubt, and fears, and the thinking that you need to be doing all of the time, really what you're being called to do is be. Because when you be, the messages and the guidance can come through. And what happens then, when the messages and the guidance comes through, then your path is so much clearer. When we're constantly in the masculine energy and just doing, sometimes we aren't doing the right things or the things that would be most productive or most effective. Thank you. So we're being called to take a step back, go inside, and listen instead of do. Now, this doesn't mean forever. This may mean, just a few times a week. It may mean once a day. It may mean a couple times a day. It may mean that you need to increase the time that you are doing your morning ritual or whatever it is that you do. And if you don't have a practice, try starting one up. I offer a free Monday morning meditation. And if you go to the meditations playlist on my channel, you'll see there are about, I think, 2+ years full of meditations, of weekly meditations. And I put a new one out every Monday. So all you have to do is click on those and just sit quietly for a few moments. It doesn't have to take a long time to tune in and quiet your mind, but it is so very, very productive for the rest of your day or for clearing out the clutter in our brains. All right. And on the other side of that, as you can see, it's money, it's abundance, it's blessings, it's prosperity. This feels to me like a Queen of Pentacles energy, right? So really tapping into the regalness almost of sitting back and allowing things to come to you instead of going out and chasing them. So again, and actually I'm getting something else around this now that came through. If you are looking for a job, if you are concerned about money, how about just try, instead of chasing it, instead of going out and looking for it, why not give it a try to sit back and focus on what it is that you want and focus on bringing it to you, manifesting that. Okay? Love to know how this resonates for you. And if you try that, I'd love to hear your stories around what happens, because I guarantee you, you will have results if you do that and you do it consistently. Okay? The next card that came out was contract. And you can see she has a blindfold on. She's also holding the scales. And these make me think of the Justice card in tarot. But what is coming through here, a couple things come through on this. First of all, with the blindfold, it's really telling me don't blindly go into partnerships. Don't blindly sign employment contracts. Don't blindly offer a job or a position to someone. Sometimes, and I'm getting this energy for some of you Scorpios, you are in go mode. You are thinking, I need the help. I'm expanding. I'm busting at the seams. I need the help. So I just need a warm body. And you're willing to offer a job or a position to just anybody because you need the help. That's really going to bite you in the butt if you do that now. It's time to just take a few moments, read through contracts, really understand what you are offering, really understand the person you are offering it to, really understand what that contract says and what you are being obligated to, what they are being obligated to. So don't go blindly into any type of contract. Also, this is saying to me, if you are receiving a contract, be very careful. This is not a warning as if something is, someone's trying to manipulate you, but it is somewhat of a warning to say kind of the same thing as we feel in Mercury retrograde, right? Make sure that you are aware of all of the details of the contract. So some of you are receiving employment contracts, you're receiving contracts to go into partnership or business with someone. Some of you are receiving sales contracts and signing contracts. I'm also hearing, and this goes into the finances part, I'm also seeing some of you are making offers on homes. So you are either making offers for an investment property or for a primary residence. Be very careful of having the right representation. Also, be very careful of the details of this contract. It can be very tempting to hurriedly sign the contract so that you have a deal, so that you get the home under contract so somebody else doesn't. But again, this could really come back to haunt you later. So get a professional to explain or read over and really make sure that these contracts are solid, that they are bulletproof, that you understand every detail that you are being obligated to and every detail that you are obligating someone else to. Okay? Right. Next, we have the 6th chakra card, Archangel Metatron. The 6th chakra is, as you can see, hopefully in this card, it is the third eye. And Archangel Metatron is a very powerful archangel. He shows up in lots of different ways, but in this card, the energy is saying he's here to really help you with your discernment, to help you go inside. It's really this feminine energy here of going inside, opening your mind, your third eye, so that you can see clearly. We see things in the physical with our two eyes, right? We see things in the spiritual with our third eye, with our one eye. And this is a time that you're being called to really tune into that divine wisdom, those messages that come from the spirit realm. Those are the messages that, and the guidance that is really going to help you get into your divine feminine, but also is really going to help you in the practical as well when it comes to these contracts. You know, discernment that comes from your third eye is also a very practical energy, because those messages and that guidance helps us in everyday life. It doesn't just help us, you know, in the woo-woo world. It helps us with our journey, with our path. And we live in the 3D, so we must know what our next step is. We must know what we need to do in order to create the life that we want, to manifest our desires. So calling on Archangel Metatron to help open that third eye for you is not only going to help you in the spiritual world, but it's going to help you in the physical as well. So really beautiful, powerful energy there. Next, we had Angel of Balance. And I love this right after that message just came through, that it is coming in for the physical and the spiritual, because that's exactly what this is all about. Angel of Balance is really balancing the spiritual and the physical. We are spirit beings living in a physical world. So we need both. We need both physical guidance and direction, and we also need nurturing and spiritual wisdom and guidance. Both of those elements are going to help us thrive and really tap into our soul's path, our soul's purpose. The things that we want, the things that we desire, the callings that we feel we have on our life are not there just by happenstance. They're there by design. not only were they divinely put upon our heart, but we chose them before we incarnated here. So when we tap into the balance of spiritual and physical, we're really honoring our own soul. If we leave one of those elements out, then we're not doing ourselves any justice. Really, to get not only the full picture, but the fullness of our fulfillment and our abundance really comes from both of these, the spiritual and the physical. So ask for help and balance the spiritual and the physical. Don't always be in go mode or masculine energy, and don't always sit back and allow things to come to you. You can actually work these energies together. You can know and allow abundance to come in while you are taking action. But not all the time are you being called to do both at the same time. So just understand what you're being led to. And this goes along with the discernment. And Archangel Metatron will help balance the spiritual and the physical. Okay. Moving on. Next, we had doubt. Okay. Scorpios, you can be very hard on yourself. You also love to go deep. You love to think of all of the things that could go wrong, right? You also are very open to doing the hard work. What this is saying is it's time to give up those doubts. This card says, I release the need to know all the answers. What I'm really feeling deeply about this is you've had some doubt. Can I be successful? Is this meant for me? Is this really my true calling? Am I following my life's path? Is this passion I have just a hobby or a career? Am I fooling myself to think that I can make money at this? First of all, these two, especially cards, are speaking to that. They are going to help with that doubt. Going inside, tapping into your third eye, your discernment, that spiritual wisdom. That is going to help answer those questions. And you also sometimes have to take the leap of faith. You have to jump outside of your comfort zone. You have to sometimes do things that don't make sense to anyone else, and perhaps not even to you at the time. But when you feel something strongly, there is a reason for it. And when you are guided to take those steps in that direction, let go of the doubt and call in the trust. Open your heart, open your mind, and trust that those inklings would not be there if it weren't meant to be in some sort of way. It's very easy for us sometimes to doubt, especially when something seems too good to be true. A lot of times when we are given this passion, and we initially believe we know what our soul's purpose is, it can be very exciting, even if a little scary. And then sometimes what happens is we think, how can this be? This is like a dream come true. This seems almost too good to be true. How could I do what I love every single day and be wildly successful at it and be compensated very well for it, abundantly for it. This is your calling to release that doubt and just go for it. Just go for it. You are being divinely held, and you are not being misdirected as long as you are continuing to tap in meditation, prayer every single day. Make this your practice, and soon those doubts that you once had will fade away, because as you take those steps that you're being divinely guided toward, you're going to see more and more come into view. You're also going to see more and more success and more affirmations that you are on the right path, you are going in the right direction, and that the abundance is coming through tenfold. Beautiful messages. Next, abundance. I forgot. I forgot about this card. Truly, I did. I truly did. Abundance. This card says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So again, that balance of spiritual and physical. We live in a limitless universe, in an abundant universe. Abundance is everywhere. It surrounds us. If you don't believe it, all you have to do is look outside. There are millions of trees. There are millions of birds, insects, animals. There are all sorts of people. There's an abundance of people. There is an abundance of wealth. There is an abundance of joy and health and love. You may be saying, well, I don't see it in my life. But all that is an energy of lack or doubt. Doubt that it actually can be yours. And there's no place for doubt in abundance. Because the last thing you want an abundance of is doubt or lack or scarcity. So when you are putting the energies out there, make sure that those energies are of things that you desire. Love, joy, money, health, family, happiness, peace. Whatever those things are, the abundance is here and it is coming in for you, Scorpio. Right now, you must look beyond just the physical and go to the spiritual, and then learn to balance the two, because that abundance is right here. Lastly, the power of surrender. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. So this says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. I'm seeing many of you Scorpios holding on to doubts, fears, and beliefs about yourself that came from caretakers, whether this be parents, guardians, someone that you respected or looked up to when you were growing up. And these didn't necessarily have to come when you were young. These may have even come later in life. A lot of times, people that care about us the most will say things to us that they're saying out of fear, because they want safety for you. They want you to be secure. They don't want to see you fail. They want to see you living your best life, but they have their own ideas about what your best life may look like. It's kind of like a parent, perhaps, whose child wants to be a musician, okay? And I am blessed with parents who encouraged me to take those steps and to follow my dream and to become the musician that I always wanted to be. And I manifested that in my life. But there are many others who had parents that, looked at the outside and they said, okay, well, that's great. It's great if you want to do that as a hobby, but you really need to have something to fall back on, because what if that doesn't work, right? And just by hearing those words, it plants seeds of doubt. And when seeds of doubt are planted, even if initially we're like, no, screw you, mom and dad, whatever, I'm going to do this, I'm going to show you. Sometimes that can be the motivating force that drives us forward and allows us to be successful. Other times, it can be the thing that allows doubt to creep in when things don't go exactly the way we wanted them to, or when we're not seeing the fruits of our labor as quickly or as easily as we would have hoped. We start to doubt. And Scorpio, our minds can be overactive at times. And I say ours because I am a double Scorpio. So I know that our minds can get in the way. And what this card is begging us to do is to let go of those things that we have been holding on to that are not true. Whether they were true at any one time or not is irrelevant. They're not true now. And anything that is holding us back, that is not helping move us forward, that is not creating an energy of abundance and success, let those things go. Those of you that are looking for a job right now, it is there. It is there. Let go of the belief that you are not good enough, that no one will hire you because of XYZ, because those XYZ things, those beliefs, they are not true. Someone else told you them. You adopted those beliefs somewhere along the line based on past experiences, based on past relationships, based on past jobs or careers. That is not in the now, that is in the past. For those of you that are watching your bank account and your retirement investment accounts dwindle, stop believing that you are not able to build wealth. Everyone can build wealth. Everyone. We live in an abundant universe. It does not matter how much you have or don't have. It does not matter if you even have a bank account. It doesn't matter if you are scraping by for pennies on the street to buy a cup of coffee or to get a loaf of bread or to buy diapers for your child. The universe wants everyone to have an abundant life. And you are able to create that life if you get out of your head and let go of that negativity. Let go of the demons in your head telling you you can't, or you don't deserve, or you're not worthy. Because I am here to tell you, there is no one more worthy than you. There is no one more worthy than me. We are all entitled, and I know that word entitled gets a very bad rap. This energy of entitlement is because we are all equal. It does not matter what your background is, what family you were born into. It does not matter your race, your color, who you love, who you live with. It does not matter. You are worthy. So stop believing all the lies that your mind has concocted about yourself based on someone else's reality or someone else's fear, even your own fear. Don't let fear win and tell you lies about yourself. Because the truth is, you are worthy and it is here for you if you want it and if you believe. That was a very powerful, emotional message, Scorpio. Hitting home for a lot of you, I know. And it's obvious why the spirits did not want this to come through. The negative spirits did not want you to know how worthy you are and to know how powerful you are. So don't let them win, Scorpio. You deserve, you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the ones you love and the world outside of you to manifest your dream life, your purpose, because the world needs you now more than ever. Scorpio, I have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed my videos and my channel. If you feel aligned and you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to be a part of this channel and me manifesting my own goals. And I appreciate all of your energy. Thank you for being here. And until next time, take care.